So, in this video, just a heads up, the usual spiel where I go over the patch notes and things to come for the Japanese PS2. However, I feel like I might need to do an additional video after maintenance just because some of these stuff aren't updated yet. Pretty much some of the stuff I already talked about in my previous news videos as well. And I think they might revive a certain limited quest. I might be wrong though, which is why I'm going to make that additional video in due time. So, you can look at this at your own time. We are getting a maintenance over here in the Japanese PS2. I'm going to skip that and go to this thing. You didn't hear much about this like in the first half of September just because we didn't have an event after the 2nd. The last event that we had was a 350% boost for experienced Meseta, rare drop rate, and rare enemy occurrence was, I think, 150. But yeah, it was huge, but then after that it was kind of dead. Now, it's gonna kick in again, but it's gonna give a bunch of stuff. This is gonna kick in for a good week, September 23rd to September 30th for 2020. Over here in the Japanese PS2, we're gonna get a Recycle Shop 20% off, Star Gem Recycle Shop 20% off, Limited AC Recycle Shop. What is it? Plus 10% grind success rate, plus 15% new type weapon experience, and a plus 15 effect success rate. 15%. I don't know if we do get a Affix Week by the end of this year, or before the end of this year. If it's going to be a 15% again, it might be at a 5 or 10. So you would want to capitalize on the 15%. Now Global does get their boost week as well. It's only a 10% though, and I already gave my opinions about how I feel with them doing it at the place that they're at. But hey, look, it's an Affix Week. They most likely, if the pattern's doing what it is doing, you might get another Affix Week over there in Global at the end of episode 5, which is questionable because, you know, that's the end of episode 5. You want to do it in the middle, not at the end, but that's just my opinion. So with that, you can look in the description for the link for that if you want to view it yourself. There is also the Road to Lusty campaign that's going on. I will show it in-game, and I will have a separate video going into more details. So let us go to the in-game stuff. There is an event going on in terms of free field exploration where you can do it on ultra hard, and when you do this on ultra hard, there's gonna be a bunch of boosters going on, or at least 2 of them, 250%, 2 rare drop rate, and 300%. When it comes to the drops, it's dropping a bunch of different currencies, metal currencies specifically, and then it also has a chance to drop a +1 grind cap, which you will need for a particular thing I'm gonna mention, and me going into some future video where it's gonna go into weapon series. The one weapon that you need, or you would want to get, because it's kind of end game, emphasis around that word. And yeah, it's unique because I also got 5 S-Class abilities. I'll show it to you guys in a bit because I am planning to get it during Affix Week, and then I am gonna affix it during Affix Week. You'll want those grind caps though, more than all the other currencies. Now, the currencies are great bonus incentives, helps you with some other things as well, but the grind caps, you would want to try to snipe or get those. Pray to the RNG gods for that, because like I only got 5 of them every time I try to, like, I just have 5 in my storage. I don't have a shit ton of them. It sucks. So the reason why I'm over here is because I'm going to show you the particular item you need so you can actually go for the weapon that I'm trying to get over here in the Japanese PS2. So that new emergency quest, the Primordial one, there are 5 titles that are tied to it, and you get a bunch of currencies for it. But the big one is when you get 50 kills and you get this Eye Stone. This is a mandatory item you need so you can get the 15 star that you are aiming for. And once again, I'll show you guys the mats and the particular information for that. There will be a separate video going in more in-depth details on how to get some of the stuff like I did with the Stone and Puros weapon. But yeah, this thing requires 50 kills though, so this is pretty much in reference to like the Persona one, because when the Persona emergency quest was kind of brand new and people wanted to try to get the light stream, there was a 50 kill count to get the Chronos Stone so you can make a light stream. So yeah, you get one for doing it for your first time. You get another title for killing it 10 times. They do skip to 30 instead of 20, so it's 10 title kill and then a 30 title kill, which will give you a bunch of this stuff, and then there's going to be another title when you do a 40 kill. And then last one will be the 50 kill over here. And then once you get that stone, you are good. You don't need to spam it as much anymore. There's a way to actually get those kill counts as well, aka multi-shipping, which is you having different characters on different ships and trying to get at least another run in before the end of the quest duration or the emergency quest time period. I'll go more into details about that later when I talk about like perks and benefits of having multiple characters here and there. We're at Zig because he's the guy you need to go to get the particular weapon series. There's the Aya one, but you can try to get this as a natural drop from that quest, and you would want to try to get it as a natural drop from the quest. If not, then I'm gonna have to explain why this is gonna be a bitch to do, because this thing isn't at a max grind rarity at 35, it's only at 30. Now, here's the endgame one that I am gonna get, the Lightbringer. This one requires this weapon over here, but not only that, you need 150 of these stones, a Divine Eye Stone. That Divine Eye Stone, you can only get one of them right now through that title. 4 grain crystals, 50 diodes, and then 300 of whatever class cubes that you got. Most likely, I am going to be doing this method, but I'm not doing it 6 times. So, if you don't know much about the grind rarity, I did talk about it above my head or in the description. You would want to get this to 35 because that's what you need to do to actually do this upgrade. If it's not at 35, you can't do this upgrade. To get this to 35, guess what? You need 5 of these copies. If you get it as a natural drop from an emergency quest though, it's already at a max grind rarity of 35, so you don't need to worry. But if you get it through this means, by doing this exchange, you gotta have to do it an X amount of times. So, for one time, you can see that I need to trade in 20 of those stones, 50 emerald, what is it, 100 Plamia. This is changeable because it might be the different Plamia you need, or it might be Plamdis and Plamgrimo. It depends on what the weapon type is. So for S attack, it's going to be Plamia. For the other two, it's going to be whatever it is. You're going to need 200 X cubes, 200 fragments, and then 30 ultimate boosters. Yeah, this is just for one of them. That's at 30. If I need to get this to 35, guess what? If I bought one of them with this, I'm going to have to do times 5 with the other sources, with the other resources. So this is going to be 100 now. This is going to be 250. This is going to be 500. This is going to be 1,000. This is going to be 1,002, which this one's going to be a pain in the ass. And then this one's going to be 150. So you need a lot of resources if you plan to do the normal way, which is to feed multiple dupes in here. The easy way to go around this, if you do not have a natural drop for this, and you don't want to do this bullshit method, +1 grind caps. This is why you will want to farm the ultra hard free field, because guess what? The +1 grind caps can be used on these weapons, which will slowly increase that rarity. And if you have 5 of them, 30 plus 5, you get 35. Now I will showcase how I use them in a future video when I have that weapon. Before I go and talk to the recycle shop person, let me go over here and show you guys the metal shop. So she's located in the 2nd floor. You can go to the, what is it, 3rd, 4th, and 5th option when it comes to the other currency. This one's a big one, in a way, because it depends on if you have a particular weapon, so you can try to aim for Stone Puros if you have not got them yet, or if you want certain S-class abilities, you can get it through here. You'll need to trade an X amount of metals, though. Cobalt metals, they did it. Also increase, oh yeah, they did increase that too. So over here, they did increase it to 99. The only thing that they didn't increase over here would be this grain crystal. You can get one of them by trading in 500 of these gold metals. It will reset on a weekly cooldown, so you can take advantage of that. And you can take advantage of this one as well. Cobalt metals are now, well, like, you can get them, but the exchange for them, it's not limited to 1 now. It's at 99. So you can actually get a bunch of these and use them as fodder materials. Like, if you don't want to try to get a bunch of, or if you don't want to get a bunch of Nox weapons, or if you don't want to go about getting collection files, you can easily spend your cobalt metals if you have nothing else to spend it on these, which then you can feed into your new weapons. So you can easily get it to +10, plus. I wouldn't do it for the +10 part. Do it when you try to get from +20 to 30 and then 30 to 35. But if you need to spend the metals on these other weapons as well, so you can get a Stone and a Puros, and you do what you got to do. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the recycle shop, and then I'll go into a talk about what I plan to do for Affix Week. So, with the limited AC recycle shop, you need to talk to this person in person. Like, you can't do it through these means. You can't do it through the menu recycle shop. No, that only is going to pull it up. Pull up the basic one. You need to talk to this NPC because you will see an option over here where it says limited AC recycle shop. Now, I did make a video talking about it above my head or in the description. It was my first time seeing that and checking out the items. I don't know if it's going to be the same items this time around. It might be. I might be wrong. I'll address it again in that tomorrow video. So the reason why you would want to try to do these exchanges is because of what they can give, which is pretty much these things down here. If they give another FSO pop item of bunch of catalysts, factors, and reveries, and they give another Omega Memoria, I am most likely gonna give them a bunch of my oh god, that thing is getting increased in fucking price. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a bunch of my recycle badges so I can get them, because it will help me try to get Guardian Cell on my weapon in our unit. Which now segues into me talking about what I plan to do for next week. Now, if they do have the limited quest part 2 kicking in, I am most likely going to spam that motherfucker, because that can give you a shit ton of money, especially in terms of S-class abilities on units. Because it drops all the S-class units ability. And the big one that people still want for S-class would be the Sky Boom. Like this pop item here. It's at a whopping 492 mil. Because of what it can offer in this being on your unit. 492 mil. Now, it will most likely decrease in value depending on how many more people get their hands on this. As you can see, there's actually a lot on the market. So, yeah, that limited quest is something to spam for, and it'll give you some modules as well, and some other things like Exocore Glare, I think. And then there's also his trigger quest, which you can easily spam and get maybe a better chance of getting some S-class abilities. So yeah, if that does become a thing, I'm spamming that limited quest. When I get that weapon, I'm gonna grind it, and I'm gonna be toying around with it and getting it to an 8-slot with Guardian. So you'll see footage for that. I might also go out of my way to affix my unit piece and try to get another Guardian Cell as well, but this time at a higher slot. I think it's going to be a 6-slot. Yeah, I have that one, but no, that's not what I was trying to do. Let me get my Liberate. So I have this piece. I'm not worried about these affixes as much. I do need to get another crack 5. But that Grand Stamina, I don't give two shits about that. Like, if I lose it, I lose it. But I need these 3 in my formula. And you can see that I have an S-class ability on it as well. I could transfer that over, but I need something better. Sky Boom Dance kind of, it will most likely be something I might want to try to farm for and get, but I'm not going to fucking buy it. So yeah, I can try to get a Sky Boom Dance, but temporary I'm using this. I think I have a better S8 ability in my storage. I'll toy around with this fodder piece as I see fit. But the thing is, I'm going to use this in my formula to, 1, get Ethifactor to transfer, 2, also get that crack 5 to transfer as well. The problem is, this is a crack 5, so the best way for me to try to get this to transfer is if I have another crack 5 in my formula. So that might save me some time in me trying to do a bunch of manipulation, but I don't know. I actually need to figure it out and plan it out. Goddamn phone, gonna ignore you. Hold up. I wish I could edit this, but I am not editing it just because I want to upload it as soon as possible. But yeah, I already have like 3 of the 4 abilities that I need, and I'm not gonna toy around with this. Like, now I know what I need to do, so I'm not gonna fuck up with the certain affix that I will have to do to try to keep this and move it. Now the problem is, I'm gonna destroy this thing. This is why I haven't put a ring on these Liberate units. Yeah, well, I could put a ring on this one and this one, but this one, yeah, like the reason why I didn't put rings on them, I know rings help you a lot, especially if it's on like a 12-star unit and a 13-star unit. But I knew that I was going to use this up, and if I put like a ring in there, there's no way to take it out. So Yeah, I've been running most of these quests without like an additional boost. That's why like when I toss a fucking moon up in the air, I'm not having those invincibility frames, and it's not that quick. And why is someone messaging me? So, yeah, I might make another Guardian Cell. I'm definitely making a Guardian Cell on the weapon. The big thing I want to do is try to get returner ability on with some of the final fixes. The problem with return ability is, the thing about the, returner ability is that it's actually fucking hard to farm over here in the Japanese PS2, which is something I will have to address in a future video, because I was trying to get a bunch of reductions, but yeah, like I was spamming it for like a good 2 hours on different characters, or like a bit more as well. It's a pain in the butt. It's a fucking pain in the butt to farm it over here. Now, if Global change it up over there and there's no fucking cooldown when you try to farm for Veteran Resolve, let me know. Because I'm a rage in a sense. I understand why they have a cooldown, which is smart on Sega. But still, it's a pain in the ass now to try to farm for that. I might just have it on one unit piece, which is going to be that last unit that I may not finalize. Like, I'm going to have at least 2 units with Guardian Soul, but it may not have that returner ability. I can get all the other abilities that I want, but that returner one. The 3rd unit piece might have the returner ability. And I'm gonna have to save up again and do a bunch of stuff. So, that should be it for this video, though. With me covering some of the news or the things that are to come, and me giving you my battle plan and what I plan to do. What do you guys plan to do? Are you gonna use the Affix Week for your global and or Japanese PS2 experience? Are you gonna farm a shit ton? Oh yeah, shit. Did I mention that? I think I did. I don't remember now because of that fucking phone call. But yeah. There's also this. You would definitely want to get the 1x for these. This is the limited quest that's going, or limited time missions going on for the free 2 15-star weapons and the 13-star units. I completed most of them off screen just to see what you had to do specifically. Hopefully you've been doing this without me giving you guys reminders about it. I will make a video within next week so you guys can do this and get the stuff that you need. I know I'm not gonna do this one. This one I cannot do just because I haven't played the story, period. And I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I have for the story. I'm gonna have to do this damn thing on this character. Hopefully I have something else that I can do other than like the Go Tokyo keys. But yeah, I'm gonna conclude this video by showing you guys that they did give out over here with the Luster release a bunch of, what is it, the reset passes. And then, if you've been logging in continuously, you're getting a bunch of fucking gold keys. They're giving out, like, 2 gold keys every time you log in. That will most likely end by today. And if you log in within the week, and it's like 5 days, you get a rainbow key, which is fucking OP as hell. So, use that. And there's a bunch of other stuff that you can see over here, which is pretty much the stuff that I'm getting from the campaign. It's a lot of stuff. It's everything you need so you can make those 2 15 stars and the, 13-star Liberate unit set. I still need to complete, what is it, 6 of them? Ignoring that one down there. I'll have a video explaining how to go about it, but I won't physically do it in a way. Because I have some other videos that actually go into details of how to do it, like how to get those gift boxes from feature quests. If you have any questions, comment, concerns, put it down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!